Elvis Presley, a name that still echoes through the halls of music history. Yet, for many fans of the King, the transition from his electrifying performances to his later films feels like a fall from grace. But here's a twist: even among those films, there were gems that captured the essence of Elvis in ways many did not expect. Doc Pomus, a songwriter who knew the music industry inside out, had his own take on Elvis's films. He said, "I loved Viva Las Vegas, and Wild in the Country was very interesting." It's true, not all of Elvis's films were created equal. Some were more about showcasing his singing than his acting, a common theme in early rock and roll movies. Let's take a closer look at Wild in the Country, a film that might have slipped under the radar but had its moments. Released in 1961, it was a departure from Elvis's usual hit-driven soundtracks. The music wasn't as prominent, but what stood out were tracks like "I Slipped, I Stumbled, I Fell," and "In My Way." These songs, revived by Davy Kaye and produced by the legendary Joe Meek, showcased a different side of Elvis. The title track, although not a massive hit in the US, became a surprise number 4 in the UK. The flip side, "I Feel So Bad," a bluesy number, rocked the US charts at number 5, proving that Elvis's musical range was still vast. Behind the scenes, the making of this album, titled Something for Everybody, tells a fascinating story. Elvis was in the studio in March, recording 12 songs in one go. "I Feel So Bad" was among them, initially planned for an album called Something for Everybody. This album was meant to showcase Elvis's versatility, blending country and pop elements, something Chet Atkins, Elvis's producer, was known for. Atkins pushed for a more mature sound, but the album ended up being more aimed at female listeners who enjoyed romantic ballads. "I Feel So Bad" didn't quite fit this mold, showing that Elvis was still trying to break free from the expectations placed upon him. The story of another song, "Are You Lonesome Tonight?" reveals the business side of Elvis's success. Elvis reworked this song, turning it into a smash hit. However, the process wasn't without its friction. Fred Fisher Music, the publishers, initially balked at Elvis's changes but eventually relented, sharing the mechanical royalties, a small victory in a world where Elvis's influence was often overshadowed by his managers. Chet Atkins, a key figure in Elvis's career, was instrumental in shaping the sound of Something for Everybody. His love for blending genres led to a unique sound that was both pop and country, targeting a broader audience. But was Elvis merely following trends, or was he still the innovative force he once was? The song "I'm Comin' Home," originally by Charlie Rich, shows Elvis adapting existing hits, a practice that some might view as unoriginal but was common in the industry. Elvis's influence extended beyond his music. In 1961, he took on a rare public role, performing a benefit concert for the USS Arizona Memorial in Pearl Harbor. This event marked his first public appearance in 3 years and raised significant funds for the memorial. It was a move that surprised many, showing Elvis could still command attention outside the spotlight of Hollywood. As Elvis's career progressed, his music began to reflect different facets of his life, including his relationship with Priscilla. Songs like "Put the Blame on Me" hinted at the complexities of his personal world. Meanwhile, Elvis continued to create music that resonated with fans, even if it didn't always align with his public image. In the end, Elvis Presley's journey through film and music remains a complex tapestry of creativity, commercialism, and personal growth. While some of his films may not hold up today, the music from that era continues to captivate listeners. It's a reminder that art, like life, is multifaceted, and even the King could navigate its many twists and turns. Let's dive deeper into the story of some memorable songs from Elvis Presley's past, specifically focusing on the creation and impact of "Little Sister" and "Marie's the Name," his latest flame. These songs, while initially written for other artists, ended up becoming significant parts of Elvis's discography. Doc Pomus and Mort Schumann, two talented songwriters, crafted "Little Sister" and "Marie's the Name," his latest flame, for an album that Bobby V was recording. However, when Bobby V finished his album, these songs were left over. Initially, Del Shannon considered Marie but decided against it, choosing his own song, Hats Off to Larry, instead. This left Pomus and Schumann to shop their songs around again. It was at this point that Elvis Presley came into the picture. After a stint in the army, Elvis was ready to make music again, and these songs caught his attention. Little Sister, despite Mort Schumann's initial demo showing it as a fast-paced rocker, was slowed down by Elvis, which turned out to be a wise decision. Elvis's version, though he didn't perform it often, showed his versatility and ability to adapt songs to his style. Elvis's recording of Little Sister wasn't the only unique take on the song. Laverne Baker, known for her sassy style, recorded a version called Hey Memphis, produced by Phil Spector. This version showcased a different side of the song, proving that these tunes could be reimagined in various ways. Dave Marsh, a writer for Rolling Stone, noted that Little Sister had a sound reminiscent of The Who, a British rock band known for their energetic performances. Even legendary musicians like Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin and Ry Cooder have covered the song, showing its lasting impact and adaptability. Mort Schumann, when reflecting on Little Sister, proudly stated it as his favorite Elvis single, not because of the songwriters but because of how well it was executed. He particularly liked the middle eight, where the song's melody shifted, making it even more captivating. Another gem from the same session was Marie's the Name, his latest flame. This song tells a story of love that continues despite time passing, a theme that resonated with listeners. The song's rhythm, which Mort Schumann admitted to borrowing from Bo Diddley, became one of the foundational beats in rock and roll. Despite Bo Diddley himself changing the focus of his performances, the influence of his rhythm remained strong. Elvis's version of his latest flame was unique, thanks to Doc Pomus's demo, which featured an unusual organ effect. This intrigued Elvis enough to ask Doc about it directly, leading to a rare direct communication between the songwriter and the artist. Despite their connection over music, Elvis never sent Pomus a Christmas card, highlighting the sometimes distant relationship between creators and their work. The album where these songs appeared, Elvis Sings Mort Schumann and Doc Pomus, showcased Elvis at a crossroads. While Can't Help Falling in Love from the same period remains a beloved classic, the album also included less successful tracks like Rock a Hula Baby, Twist Special. This album marked the beginning of Elvis's transition from a musical innovator to a more traditional family entertainer, a shift that would be solidified with his film, Blue Hawaii. Blue Hawaii was ambitious, aiming to capture the essence of a happy musical set in the beautiful setting of Hawaii. However, it also marked a decline in Elvis's career, blending musical aspirations with the formulaic plots of beach party movies. The film featured both classic Elvis numbers and new songs, but it was clear that something was changing. Elvis attempted to emulate Bing Crosby, a beloved singer known for his versatility, but the result was mixed. While Can't Help Falling in Love remains a timeless classic, other songs like Rock a Hula Baby felt out of place, signaling the end of Elvis's golden era. As Blue Hawaii unfolded, it included moments that felt far removed from the magic of Elvis's earlier work. The film featured over-the-top performances like the one from Angela Lansbury as Elvis's mother, which, despite her excellent acting, felt out of touch with the times. These elements, combined with the evolving landscape of music and film, marked a turning point in Elvis's career. In the end, songs like Little Sister and Marie's the Name, his latest flame, stand as testaments to Elvis's enduring appeal and the creativity of songwriters like Pomus and Schumann. They remind us of a time when music was evolving rapidly, and legends like Elvis were both shaping and being shaped by the times. Let's talk about Elvis Presley's movies and music, keeping it simple. Elvis made a movie called Blue Hawaii in 1959. Many people think of Elvis as a creepy actor because of his roles in films like Psycho. But in Blue Hawaii, he played a more light-hearted parts. The movie was very popular. It showed Elvis in a nice setting with beautiful scenery and pretty girls. Elvis wore swimming trunks a lot in the film, which was unusual, but it worked well for the movie. The music from Blue Hawaii was huge. The song Can't Help Falling in Love became super popular. Elvis loved this song and often sang it at the end of his concerts. Another song, Moonlight Swim, was recorded earlier but didn't become famous until later. Elvis worked with different singers and songs after Blue Hawaii. A song called Can't Help Falling in Love had a new, faster version by Andy Williams that became very popular. Elvis liked this song too, and always ended his shows with it. After Blue Hawaii, Elvis made a movie called Follow That Dream. This film wasn't as good as Blue Hawaii. The story was simple, and Elvis played a character who wasn't very smart. The songs in this movie were not as exciting as those in Blue Hawaii. One song, Follow That Dream, became popular on albums but didn't become a big hit single. Elvis kept busy with music and movies. He worked with songwriters like Jerry Leiber and Mike Stoller, who wrote many of his hits. However, sometimes Elvis missed chances to make great music. For example, a song called Suspicion was on an album but didn't become a hit until another artist, Terry Stafford, recorded it later. Elvis was juggling a lot, making movies, recording music, and performing live. He was very successful, but some of his movie songs didn't get the attention they deserved. Despite this, his music from this time, including songs from Blue Hawaii and Follow That Dream, remains beloved by many fans. Elvis's ability to blend music and movies helped shape the entertainment of the 1960s, making him an important figure in pop culture.